Alistair, you are busy. I mean, I know for a fact you completed your PhD. You are busy with your second one. And I know you have made a commitment to producing and publishing a book. I don't know what's the frequency thereof. Okay? And later on, you're flying to Cape Town, and we were talking about the work that is being done now at Google this morning. So how do you get through all of this? Because for some of us this busyness syndrome is now a social currency to say, if I can prove that I'm busy, it's a sign of importance. It's busy. So how do you get it done?
So one of my favorite books is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff at Work by Richard Carlson. And in there, he speaks about, do not be proud of being busy. Don't go around telling people how busy you are. All of this is determined by your life purpose, right? So being clear about what it is you live for, what drives you, what impact you want to leave behind, what legacy you want to leave. When you're not in the room, what do people say about you? So what is your value proposition? I've had the benefit of thinking about mine over time, and I arrived at a place where I define my life as a life of significance and a life of impact. So I want to make a difference in people's lives. So the name Alistair is a Scottish version of the Greek name Alexander, which means protector of people, defender of men. So it became very clear to me early in my life that what really drives me and fulfills me is helping people. So when I think about these two heuristics or these two shorthands of a life of significance and a life of impact, I thought about the work that it takes to be impactful and to go after significant things. So I like to solve big problems. I like to help people, find their journey, find their purpose, and ultimately achieve what it is they set out to achieve. So that for me is quite an important driver. And with that comes a couple of choices. So we make a choice every day about how we want to show up. We make a choice about the lasting impact we want to have. We make a choice about the things we want to achieve. So when I put them all together, they might seem like a long list of stuff or many things, but honestly, it's the stuff that's linked to your life purpose gives you joy as opposed to sap your energy. They really make you feel alive. And I feel alive when I do these things. So I spoke about the fact that we acquire knowledge, not for knowledge's sake, also not for credentials, but we acquire knowledge so we can share it with people. True value of knowledge, really accrues from when you share it, when you use it to better lives and to really empower people and really uplift lives. So the second doctorate is really just a research study. It just happens to have the discipline of having a student number and a supervisor and going through a business school, but it really is just in pursuit of knowledge with the idea of publishing a lot of papers, publishing more books, and books write themselves, right? So this book wrote itself, and already I'm on to the second book because it is true. Once you get into the zone, you reach a state of flow, and the pen does direct you. And the pen does stop, and then you abandon the mission, and you go to your sources of inspiration, and then you have that moment. Most of the book I wrote, I typed it on my phone, especially on long-haul flights. I don't sleep on flights. I really struggle. So I would sit on my phone and just type, and I'm doing the same with the second book. And on the flight to Cape Town today, I'll probably type about 2 chapters. It is possible. So we speak about bite-sized chunks. These are 4 or 5-page chapters. Because out of respect for the reader, you're not trying to write a cover-to-cover book. People have time. People have time constraints. We're all time poor, and you're not always open to a message, right? So when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So your propensity to absorb depends on your state of mind. And that's why the chapters have to be short, punchy, impactful, and it's a handbook. So it's something that should help you. You scroll through the contents page and you say, Chapter 14, I'm making up a number that says, count your chickens before they hatch. I mean, that challenges, conventional wisdom, which is count the chickens. Don't count the chickens, right? But my whole thing is celebrate every milestone, celebrate victories along the way, because you might not reach the finish line. And you need energy and sustenance to keep you, focused, to stay the course. And we very often postpone happiness. We postpone that which actually gives us energy to aspire to kind of scale, greater heights. So I think, you should find a moment every day to celebrate those small victories.
Cool.
Yeah.